Oh, there it is.
We're starting this off wrong.
Yep, that's how we're starting today. All right.
No, was anybody confused? Good. Yeah, see, because this is what I typed in. This was kind of cool that was going on because this is what I typed in before we were doing it. I said, "Would someone please let me know if they find a missing brain? If so, please message me in private so I can make arrangements for its safe return."
Well, the good thing is that you got like a split second of it showing.
Yes, only a split second. So I'm gonna go all the way back to the top. Jody, good to see you. Glad to have you in the house. Warren, he's not really here. I asked him if he had a cloak of invisibility. David, AZ Drone Dude, is good in the house. Good to see you. Grumpy Vlogger, good to see you, sir. No, rolling. Oh, Caleb telling everybody hello. Is that with an accent? Was I supposed to say that with an accent? It looks like Leonard Oglesby is the next new combatant up for craziness in drone therapy. And then I went down here. We're pretty good so far. Galuski is in the house. Good to see you, sir. Glad to have you here. So basically, since these two gentlemen actually own drone businesses, and I don't know that much, I will be highlighting more in chat. But Caleb, what was your brain thought of as to this subject matter for tonight's show?
Well, I mean, you said commercialization, so anything from different commercial drones to commercial applications to things in chat. I mean, there's also laws and the different laws that are Part 104 versus hobby, which there's not a huge amount of differences, but
104?
What did I say? 107?
You said 104?
Oh, 104. Part 107.
Tim just popped in. Good to see you. Charles was telling everybody, hey. Part of what's going on, we were all talking, if y'all have seen was it Drone DJ article where they're talking about the new drone coming into the United States to kind of take the place, I guess, for federal uses of DJI's drones. What's the name of the company, Dale?
Soten. S-O-T-E-N.
S-O-T-E-N. And they're already getting ready they're coming to the States, or you're taking orders now, or there's possible to take orders now?
Taking orders. We'll have our units next week.
So that tells you that Dale actually so there's another uses and stuff. Hey, Ron's here to help me saving from sputtering and
hello folks.
Hey Ron, what's going on? We're asking, and Ron actually has his 107. Have you done any 107 work with your drone there, Ron?
Not this summer. I haven't done anything recently.
Well, no, that's cool because tonight is talking about, like Caleb pointed out, it's like uses for drones in the commercial area, different types of commercial uses, technologies. I mean, pretty much everything is on the table. Even new drones. We were just talking about the Soten drone that you were talking about in the Drone DJ article. But that's like I was talking about in our chat, we had seen it on kind of the outer rim. We had talked about it quite a while back, if I'm not mistaken, because we had seen it. I don't remember. Maybe it was one of the leakers on Twitter was talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, the rumors have been around for maybe 6 months, but when we first saw the rumors, I didn't understand it was an enterprise drone.
Yeah, we thought it was going to actually come in to be like a consumer drone. But, okay, Caleb was actually, you were kind of curious what the price tags were. And then when you found out what the price tags were, what was your inevitable conclusion? That maybe you weren't going to be doing government jobs?
Well, no, not so much. More just that I would have hoped for lower, but I'm also not surprised. I mean, we got a new company entering the market, right? They're probably not going to be able to drop prices as far as DJI, who's making billions of drones across every part of the market. So yeah, I mean, not too surprised, but not too enthusiastic either. The whole idea to me that I was really excited about, and maybe this will give it some perspective, was that it has modular cameras. You can take the camera off and put a different camera on there.
I saw that today. Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah.
One drone.
I need to ask one question quick. Did you all see this question? He said that he had an audio delay.
I have no delay on all you got. None of you guys are delayed to me.
Yeah, I'm clean on my end too. Is everybody clear? Good. All right, maybe it's just on his end. All right, go ahead. Keep going, Caleb. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So I was really interested in the modular camera. We've been talking about that for a long time, especially us in the commercial industry. and it would just be really nice. But when the drone comes out around 10 grand for the drone with the base camera, and then 7 to 4 grand or 7 to 5 grand for each of the different cameras from thermal to microscopy and stuff like that, it
Well, you got
starts
to
to get there.
understand. Just like an hotel, you could actually change out the cameras. You don't have to change out the drone.
Hmm.
Each of the cameras has got a different price point. Obviously, the sensor is kind of the base of what you're collecting. Either it's RGB or it's multispectral or it's thermal or a combo. Combo
Yeah,
seems to be the biggest thing to do now too. So once you throw in the thermal, the price definitely goes up.
but if you're competing with a 4 grand M3E thermal and your camera is 7 grand all by itself, you're kind of not
As we
competing
all
as much anymore.
know,
That's a
as we
17
all
grand drone.
know, DJI has really let's put it in really good hardware, really good software. But there's a lot of people out there that are trepidatious about the possibility of that information or disinformation being sent back to mainland China or the government and being shared for nefarious purposes. So there's other companies out there, including American companies, trying to make there's like Teal drones. There's a number of different ones out there trying to make these NDAA compliant drones or other similar compliant drones, U.S. made or not foreign made drones, not non-NATO friendly drones. How's that?
And in the drone DJ article today on the Japanese drone, they went on and on about all the security protocols that were built into this Japanese drone.
Yeah.
As far as not sending stuff back to servers, many different ways of securing the information on this new drone.
Yeah, DJI and Autel both are trying to say, "Oh, we send this stuff to AWS, US servers, or whatever." But those politicians and higher Bs back in Washington D.C., they don't think it that way. They just say, "No, it's made in China. It's going back to them." Period. And there's truthfully not been any pen testing or other kind of testing on this to say it's all going back there. So it's hard to say. You just got this CISA and other organizations saying that we're done. This is, hey, it's a fact. It's like, but it's not a fact, and it hasn't been tested.
It's a fact because the politicians say it's a fact.
Correct.
Politicians with agendas.
Yes, of course.
Oh.
Okay,
Ding, 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 ding.
there-
Drone
is there a pump?
commercialization, please. No political. Let's not go political. Next
Okay.
subject. I was like, let's not do that. Everybody will get pissed.
Well, Bill, we're not being political because we're not.
Tennessee.
We're not figuring.
Those are
one
the three
side or
states that
whatever.
currently have regulations against the use of any kind of, non-NATO friendly, John McCain Section 889 drones that can be used. So Florida is completely banned, period. They grounded every DJI drone in Florida that was used by any local municipality or any fire department, police officer, anything like that. Now, I know this, that a lot of them are still flying it, but some of them are doing it against their insurance policies.
Wow.
Tennessee, Arkansas, both allow the use of the drones that they currently have, but they will not allow the purchase of any new drones with any monetary funds.
Well, Dale, if I not regarding Florida here, but a lot of other states, you cannot buy a drone. A police department will say cannot buy a drone if they're using any government money. If they're using money that has nothing to do with any type of federal funding, that's a different story, right?
At the beginning of the year, there's a new law, or January 1st, that went into effect, and this affects even people I know. That is a 2-year moratorium of using any federal funds for purchasing any Chinese-made drones.
Right. But if a donor happened to give a police department an enterprise drone for free, that would fall under that regulation.
I had an SAR county SAR company buy some Mavic 3 thermals this week.
Mm-hmm.
In Washington. That said, there is a on the agenda in our state even, and we're a very blue state. They have they brought it up that they want to ban non-USA made Section 889 drones. The John McCain Act. So even here, and I tried to get in there with the Snohomish County Sheriff's Department and say, look, you can either have these drones with these great capabilities, thermal sensors, hardware, software, and they can be used offline, meaning that they don't have to be connected to the internet, so they never send back any information.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can buy these lesser drones for the most part, lesser capabilities, lesser hardware, just lesser capabilities. I mean, it's
Let
just
me ask you this
they don't
question,
work as
Dale.
well,
If somebody
and they're
doesn't
three
want a
times the
DJI
cost.
Enterprise drone,
Mm-hmm.
what's the second best selling enterprise drone for you next to DJI?
I'll
So
tell.
no,
Oh, okay.
I mean the Mavic 3 Thermal is actually probably the number one seller.
Right.
And if I go to the second one, man, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, I think Ron, were you
Let me
trying to
look.
say what was the secondary company that they went to, or you're wanting to know what the second selling drone is?
Yeah, I'm just saying, say if you don't have the option of DJI Enterprise drone, what's the second best seller of
Yeah,
any
who is
enterprise
Yeah, he
drone?
was looking for a
Would it
company.
be Altel? Would it be Scudio? A Parrot? Who is it?
Give me a
Another name
second.
we don't know of?
I'm surprised the thermal outsells the Enterprise, the regular.
You
That is
know,
true. Yeah, it's kind of
people want
surprising.
that thermal option, and it's really not that much. I mean, okay, it's double the price, right?
Right.
But they still seem to be top selling products here.
And what kind of clients are buying a lot of thermal drones?
Infrastructure inspection,
Right.
service providers. We have some deer hunters, like
Search and
deer
rescue.
recovery.
Rich deer hunters.
That is not
Deer
legal here in
recovery. There's some
Washington.
states that allow it.
Nice motion
Yeah, I
blur,
was gonna say
Angel.
that is not okay
I
here.
know.
Here's an interesting question that I actually had somebody bring up the other day would be, so what about drone service providers? Could, say, a government organization hire a drone service provider who uses Chinese drones?
No,
Oh, that's a good one.
because it's based on the location they're flying the drone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
So
just
if it's
don't.
a critical infrastructure, and it has to be deemed critical infrastructure, or if it's like DoD lands or military bases or something like that, or DOI. And now with the new laws that went in effect at the beginning of the year, they have to have waivers and get permissions and stuff to do it in certain areas.
Oh, I'm way behind again. 4 minutes. All right, I'm gonna dash
Yeah,
back
because
and
I
forward.
mean,
Meanwhile, I'm
whenever I'm
flying
out
cell
and about,
towers.
and I actually see somebody use an enterprise drone, whether it be policemen or anybody use an enterprise drone, I've never seen anything but a DJI drone in an enterprise situation. Well, in my eyes,
That's what he's telling you. That's exactly what he's telling you.
So I'm looking at this, and all it's everything's DJI and for quite a ways down my list, and then it comes to Autel, and then some Parrot and a few USA guns.
and of course, Altel falls under the same Chinese ban that DJI does.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
it's the same. All the
Yeah.
same regulations and rules are going to apply.
Generally to
Yeah,
Autel, yeah, as they
Altel.
would DJI, yeah.
We've had a good bit of rain here lately, but we're kind of I don't know. We've had some bad flooding too, so I don't know. It just
Rainy season this time of year.
yeah.
Portland got ice pretty bad. They're still UPS is still behind 300,000 packages.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of packages.
They had an inch of rain or freezing rain that went on all vehicles and stuff like that. Some people
Not
were
good.
not smart about it, and they drove down the street with an inch of ice on their roof of their car and went flying off.
By the way, there was another really good question here, Grumpy Vlogger. What about flying on reservations?
Oh yeah.
This one is fun for me because I live on a reservation. So the reservations do have their own airspace authority. They can do that. And definitely the cops have their own sovereign nation laws, and I'm pretty much guaranteed they do not care about that. They will not care. In fact, I was watching one of our local cops fly an M30T the other day, I think, so they aren't caring.
I don't think they care about the federal stuff at all. No.
Yeah.
Even though
they
I
can
think
make up
that's
their
like
own
not
laws as far as that goes.
listed on it, but
But you couldn't go joy flying in a reservation and not get by with it, could you? That's what I think he was saying. Could a hobbyist fly there, or would it be better to ask for permission before you went and flew?
It depends. Each reservation has their own rules. If you go to, say, the northwest tip of Washington, that's all Indian reservation land, and it's definitely a no-fly zone.
Hmm.
I've seen some people fly some beautiful footage out there.
Yeah, and I mean that's one thing though, is that this is also Indian reservation. They're not going to care if you do it. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I would be really amazed if one of those cops got
What?
like seriously upset with you.
they'd want to see the footage though.
Yeah.
Okay, so what areas, like you were talking about earlier, what areas that might surprise some people? What areas are common? How difficult is it to maintain your business? Those kind of questions, and I'll keep highlighting the chat.
What areas are difficult?
No, well, no. Okay, what other fields and what things that some people might not think of are drones used professionally for? You know, okay, like can we discuss what you've got upcoming or what you had about Dale? I thought
Well,
that
I
was
mean,
really cool. Yeah,
I had recently just came back from a small island between Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard,
Right.
where we went out and counted seals. This was actually a NOAA project. So it was go out there, be on standby. If the weather's good, take a boat for 45 minutes, go drive out there, shuttle the gear to shore, then fly a fixed wing VTOL and collect data. We also flew a Mavic 30T to do a little bit of thermal, which I have a shared screen there, Bill,
Oh, sorry.
if you want to share that. And this is just a sample of the data collection that we did for, seeing the thermal. On the top, you see the purple, and there's at least one seal in the water, and that's the edge of the beach. And then most of the rest are actually seals. We did RGB too, and we could slide back and forth in reviewing the data to see which seals were there and which ones were alive, because there was a number of dead seals, and
Ooh.
let's just say it didn't smell the best, not necessarily from the dead seals because it was only 34 degrees outside, plus a wind chill factor. It's one of the more unique jobs that I've done. Also got a lot I put out there. A lot of people we have the same team that hired me there is also looking to hire some folks out on to go out on the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and as a pilot and a VO. And they need 2 people to go out there on 7-week stints, 2,000 miles out. So
I thought that was really cool though, that you're going out to the garbage patch and you're going to be checking on how and where things went and what went on.
yeah,
You know, and kind of give them a progress report. I guess it would be more of anything.
it was definitely interesting. Let's just say that, to say the least.
And that's a
Uh,
job. That's when the 2 people get to go out and do that. That was something that it was kind of surprised me. You know,
There
I was
was
like,
10,000 seals.
So okay,
One of
along the
the more
same
friendly
lines,
ones. There was actually one of my associates who was out there. One of the seals came up to him, like sniffed his boots, and then he actually reached down and could pet it.
oh wow.
I mean, but then there's other ones. If you came within like 5 or 10 feet of them, they'd be like hissing like a possum.
Oh, okay. That's kind
Just
of
awful.
The
Yeah,
white ones aren't they
we see
babies?
seals at the Jersey beaches occasionally, and the best strategy is to walk way around it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, normally you wouldn't want to be around it.
I feel like most of the ones in the Puget Sound are friendly.
No, definitely not. I mean, this is like there was like I said, 10,000 seals out there, which was just
That's a
insane.
lot.
Yeah, see, that's something else that's really cool. That I wouldn't have ordinarily expected something like that.
Yeah, so there's that kind of job. There's, like he already mentioned, hunting. Sometimes people use it to track animals, ones that they've already shot or ones that have gone and things like that. The same thing can be done for your farms, whether you're checking on what animals are eating your stuff at night or if you have some predators coming in. You know, they can be really good for that kind of stuff. I know the boar hunting was a big thing for a while.
Yeah, definitely boar hunting.
We almost went down. We didn't end up doing this job, but we almost went down to Pennsylvania. They've got some of those towns that have like the mines that are still burning, the coal mines, where they had to send the entire towns out because the mines have been burning for like 30 years and they can't put them out.
That's
They were going to
crazy.
send us down there to do some thermal testing and possibly LiDAR testing to kind of look at where the vents were and which ones and how hot they were. Because they basically drill boreholes to kind of release the heat in certain areas so that they can do other things. And they were kind of using thermal to check all the different boreholes and where the heat was kind of transferring through to kind of plan more stuff to try to put those mines out, which traditionally has been incredibly difficult. Turns out when your coal is burning at 1,000 degrees underground, it's not easy to put out.
The most famous of those towns is called Centralia, Bill, and that's J Drone lives close to that town.
Centralia, Pennsylvania.
Now, say that Centralia, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. And so J Drone lives somewhere around there.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Jay makes drone videos once in a while. Most of the time I talk to him now, it's about Hot Wheels.
Well, ask Jay about Centralia next time you have him on the line.
This one was actually an interesting one. This was a customer of ours. Let's see if I can share this, Bill. Using thermal. They actually were inspecting for a water leak on a university for a boiler system, and they were able to use the thermal camera when it was cold outside to see where the hot water was leaking under the asphalt. And so
That's
they were
pretty
able
cool.
to fly the drone and see where the leak was without actually doing a whole lot of work.
Yeah, so they
Yeah,
knew where to
that's,
dig at or where
Yeah.
to start at. Yeah. That's
kind of
super
the
cool.
same way we do our roof inspections and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
We've had multiple clients with just roofs going bad that needed help, or we had one guy who literally bought a house and the previous owner had put a new roof on, and the company they used was really, really bad and completely skipped the layer of plastic on the roof.
Whoa.
That was really amazing. He knew there was a problem because his heating bill was going through the roof and he wasn't getting a warm house. And we went out there and scanned it, and you could literally see the heat pouring out from around every single shingle on his roof.
Wow,
It was
crazy.
insane. The same thing, those thermals are also good for like solar panel scans.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of
To
their
see which
big
ones are
uses right
good.
now, actually. Because if a cell goes out on the solar panel, it doesn't create as much heat, so you can see where the different cells go out. And instead of sending a dude out to test, 5,000 solar panels, they just fly over it a couple times. I've seen, this is another one we didn't do, but I've seen people attach an actual tether to the Inspire 2 and send it up in Hawaii to sit at 400 feet and scan different molecules out of the air for 12 to 16 hours at a time.
Wow.
That actually kind of blew me away. I was amazed that the Inspire 2 could stay up for that long.
How long?
12 to 16 hours.
Wow.
There's people that use drones for sewer checking. Stick a little cage around your drone, like the drone soccer cages, and then you can just send that sucker right down a sewer line, even if it's only this big. You don't have to worry about it. You're just kind of bouncing along. You're just fine. There's obviously firefighting applications, which goes into, there's drones made for mine decommission. They can tell that the mines are under the ground and then go over them and either drop something or put something on them to blow the mine up. Or even, I think there's even one that can actually deconstruct and like decommission the mine while it's still there.
And now there's drones that will shoot water pellets from the top of them, and you can get it on Temu.
Yeah.
I heard you were buying that, Bill.
Nope. I'm scared of Temu. Temu scares me.
It's
Some of the other
Timu though. Come on.
commercial applications, like with fields. So I think Dale's had more experience with this than me, actually. But the blah blah macroscopy,
I do not go blah blah blah.
Microsense.
yeah, the microscopy. So you can test the different gases that are being let out by
Oh
plants.
yeah,
And you can
OGI, or
see-
there's also the TDLAS, which is basically a laser that shoots then can see the gas particles for methane.
Mhm.
But then there's the OGI. Sierra Olympia makes a sensor that then aerial OGI integrates, and it's very it's not inexpensive. I mean, I think it's $123,000 for the sensor.
What are we showing, Ron?
Customer out of
The
Louisiana.
add-on, the before you
This is
fly.
the new fly. This is the new Fly app update that came out today.
Yeah.
It made the font a little bit bigger and easier to read, and
And the
added,
before you
that
fly?
before you fly window.
Yeah.
What mountain is that?
Something
Pardon?
that DJI put in the app. He doesn't.
Yeah, whatever DJI put in there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for the Air 3, right?
Well, this is the. Actually have the mini 4 Pro, and it's just a Fly app update. It works on any drone that uses the Fly app.
This is
font
a
a little easier to read, and
a roof redo.
Notice that the quick transfer device detected,
Ooh.
and it has a service button too, so you can get service with a little heart.
Okay. All right, Dale's going to show us some rooftop stuff.
It's just some roof redo. Oops. Let's see. Thought I had thermal one here, so of the same area.
Everybody's okay. Ron, go back to it while we're.
I just this is my first time looking at it, so now I'm going to connect to to the aircraft.
Oh, you just did that?
Controller.
Uh-oh. Will it bind or will it not bind?
Yeah,
That is the question.
It'll bind. I had it bound to the RC2. Now it's on. Oh, now it's got displays zoom. Do I want standard or larger text? Well, I'm an old guy, so I'll probably choose that large text.
No, man, they called in last minute. They had another gig. It was better pay, and they actually got paid. So.
Oh, look how large the font is. Easy to read now.
Hang on.
That is much bigger.
A lot bigger. That's
See, it is a lot bigger. Audience is a bunch of old guys.
You're not logged into your DJI account.
Account not logged.
You're not logged in. That means you go out, you're restricted.
Oh, I'm under 250 grams though, Bill.
No, you don't know. If you're not logged into your DJI account,
you're
more than that.
I can still go my 100 feet up, right?
Yeah, I think it's 70 feet now, man.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. And you can only go like 40 feet away from your home point. It's crazy.
Well, at least they won't accuse me of being violating beyond line of sight.
That's true. That's true.
I could never. They could never get me from going beyond line of sight.
But you could go behind a bush.
I'm at the shore. There are no bushes.
And go under an umbrella.
Well, no umbrellas in the winter.
I don't know.
Go behind a sand dune.
Oh, that's possible.
There you go.
There you go. Might get cold though. Shrinkage. Anyway, what are we talking about now? We just kind of ran out of steam. We made it 30 minutes on drone commercialization, and then we kind of went.
Well, I would like to be more commercialized.
There you go.
I'm pro commercialization. I wish the commercialization would come my way.
I wish that it was. I mean, I get the reason that they want us to learn everything. I get all that, but I wish that there was. I don't know, a little bit more leniency and maybe a step between like hobbyist and maybe like I don't know, journeyman. you know, and then you could like test to that level, and then once you got to that level, then you could take the other step to go on to 107.
That makes a lot of sense.
You
I mean,
know,
So
I
I
think
think
the
107
hobbyist
should
is
be the
like they're
intermediary.
what now? What did you
taking.
say, Caleb or
I think the
Dale?
107 should be the intermediary.
Oh, you think it should be the middle part? Okay, so what's a step up above that?
Once you've been flying for 10 years and you can show that you can actually fly the aircraft, do things well, you actually know the laws like better and pay attention to them, aka a track record or a credit check like every other company does with everything else that's dangerous. I had a guy on the ferry approach me today and go, "What does the Part 107 mean?" And I told him about it, and he was like, "Oh, okay, so what does the practical test entail?" And I was like, "Oh, there isn't one of those." And he was like, "Wait, so they test that you can do all this stuff and then they let you go fly without even knowing how to fly?" And I was like, "Yep." So maybe the next level is, hey, not only are you just allowed to now randomly, but you prove that you can and do it responsibly.
I mean,
So
you have
this
to
is
think
really
ahead.
bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
I've been
what
doing
would
this
you
for
what would
10
you go?
years.
Would you go to DMV and take your drone flight test?
We have to go to the airport to take our drone flight test, so why not go to the airport to take our drone flight test?
Well, yeah. Do you think they
Because
have
it's
enough staff to
restricted
do that at the
airspace,
airport?
maybe.
So I've been doing this 10 years,
Right.
but when they came out before they had Part 107, they had Section 336. So I went and I got a pilot's license for a sport pilot to fly a plane. And yes, there is a practical test for that. So, but if you take that test, then you can take the FAA safety quiz and not have to redo the Part 107 stuff
Yeah.
and pay for it. But now the Part 107 stuff you can do now the same way without actually having to pay for it again to renew your credentials. Um, is it weird that they don't require you some sort of practicality? Yeah, but at the same time, like NOAA, NOAA will not allow their employees to fly unless they have an accredited training somewhere.
That makes sense.
So bigger government agencies will do it, but companies like me or companies like Caleb, we could just go get our Part 107 and fly whatever we want and not have any experience. So I don't know. Is 10 years too much? But my sport pilot says that I have to log all this stuff, right? I have to log every single flight I do and how much time I'm in the air. Whereas the Part 107 doesn't do that. It's not a requirement.
Well,
And
but
sadly, I have not done that for all the times I've flown.
okay.
And I
But
mean,
what-
I was just throwing 10 years out as a random number, but
Well, drones have only been around 10 years. I mean, for all intents and purposes.
Yeah. What I was thinking about was like if anybody got to see earlier on over there with Lawrence and Herman Herman and Lawrence when they were doing their show at Phantom Flight, they had what's the lawyer's name again, Ron?
Ryan's not Laura, but Ryan Lariat.
Ryan, yeah. And they were talking about how with the new adjustments coming and everything that you had to be ready to show them your trust certificate, and then you had to tell them what CBO's rules you were flying under, because if you weren't able to tell them and then show them that you were following, you could show them a copy of your trust. You could show, but don't let them have it, of course, but show it to them and verify that you're doing these things. Otherwise, they could charge you as a 107 pilot and just tack up all the shit. But anyway, I
Right.
thought that was pretty cool.
Right. Kind of get the Mikey. They heaped all those fines on Mikey by calling him a Part 107 pilot, even though he wasn't.
Yeah, right. Because he broke rules that I don't understand.
He flew the way only a Part 107 pilot could fly. Yeah.
I kind of understand that, but then I don't really understand that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Is this Caleb?
What's this? Okay, dead air. Come on, what's this?
So
I
what
mean,
we'll
that's
do
Thermal
here
image.
is do
And it looks like a tower of some kind there.
It looks
Almost.
like an
I
electrical
mean,
tower.
it
Yeah.
must be multiscopy, right? Because
this is LiDAR.
LiDAR.
okay, it's point cloud. Gotcha.
Ooh, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan. Canada, you have to keep logs too. Technically, as hobby pilots, we're supposed to keep logs now too. Don't get it wrong, man. We all got to do it now, right? That's technically the rule. We're all
This was
supposed to.
LiDAR test on a fixed wing VTOL.
Oh, I'll tell.
No,
Oh,
quantum systems.
oh. Okay, never mind.
But everybody was pretty happy with this. This was 3 miles. At about 100 meters elevation.
That's very cool. Some of the
You know, the
different.
hardest part with all this, and I'm sure Caleb can attest to this, is that every time you want to add a kind of different service to your repertoire, you're kind of limited into your capabilities and or your team's capabilities and who has the capabilities to do said mission, said data processing. So if you want to add LiDAR to your service, now you need someone who's an expert in LiDAR. If you have a thermal person, you need someone who's an expert in thermal. If you just do photogrammetry, you need someone who's an expert in photogrammetry. To memorize and to become fluent in all those and to support your customers is actually quite difficult to do
Oh, I
all
bet.
those things.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's a lot of different info for sure.
But is it better to diversify at this point in the business world?
So there's the drone, there's the sensor, and then there's the data that you're collecting.
Okay.
And
But
then
like I
how
said, is
is
it
it being
better?
processed and who are you giving it to? Because an engineer might want one thing and a surveyor might want another thing, and you know your real estate agent just doesn't really care and wants just a 3D image or some pictures from various angles.
Or for instance, we got hired by a company that they basically, I believe, just ended up needing the elevation model for an area, but the disconnect between me and my contact in their company and their processors, who actually knew how they were going to deal with this data, was pretty big. The guy that I had as my client didn't really know how to explain what they needed, and he wouldn't put me in contact with his processors for whatever reason. So I ended up having to be like, okay, so do you want the point cloud? What format do you want it in? And they'd be like, oh, well, whatever does this. And it's like, okay, I've got 19 different formats I can export in. What do you actually need? And they said, okay, well, we'll use the text file. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird, but okay. So I sent them a 70 gigabyte text file. They were like, well, we can't download that and we don't really process it that way. And I was like, all right. So knowing what they need before they know it can even be part of that process, and it can be kind of tough. And the other part of that Dale isn't talking about is if you are processing these huge data sets, you are also going to need a very nice computer. Most of the time, anyways.
Touche. So that
Updated
data,
mine too.
that demo data set is a customer of mine, and he did that as a test.
Ron's invisible. Ron's.
He's got to fly 29 miles of power lines.
Do it again, Ron. You disappeared for a minute, Ron. It was wild. Yeah. You did. You just kind of turned one way, and you literally turned into the brick wall.
And like what they don't tell you either when you get in those giant data sets is that if you don't hit the right buttons when you process it, say you just hit high, enter, well, now you're doing 25 miles of high computation, and you better have an entire cloud service.
Yeah.
But
so I know people who have Xenon servers with 128 gigabytes of RAM and are trying to process 6,000 images, and it still takes 12 hours.
I'm adding 512 gigabytes of RAM to mine soon.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's because insane. A friend gave me a rack server.
Whenever you can, max it out. Whatever you can, max it out and if you can max it out, but still have say you're doing 512 gigabytes of RAM, and it actually will support double that. You can always upgrade later, but
Yep.
at least your core system will have the ability to double.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, right now, so I've got 32 gigs of, I mean, it's high, like 3600 megahertz, I think. But 32 gigs of RAM, like a 3070 Ti graphics card, the, I want to say 6700X AMD CPU. And I did a 500 acre scan, and processing that data took like 4 days.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you're
insane.
updating a different device.
The RC2, of course, it has to be. The other one I was with was the phone.
You really missed it the other night when I was bashing Start RC about what they did to
I had
me.
their little handy.
I know, I
framework
saw
on there.
that, and I know you do a lot of their videos and stuff. But what they did to me was just so trashy. And Dale was like, "No, they did it so that they wouldn't get a backlash from Amazon." And Dale, they wiped my whole order. Like they didn't. They took it off of my account completely. And I don't know
Really?
how the hell they did that. They made it look like I didn't ever order.
You ordered from Amazon.
Yeah, I ordered it from Amazon, and I explained I ordered the case for the Pocket 3. I
Right.
ordered it on Amazon, and I was talking back and forth to them on Facebook. They were like, yes, because I got the Black Friday deal, right? Okay.
Right.
And then here it was like a couple of days before Christmas, and I was like, dude, what's going on? And he said, nope, what you need to do now is just cancel it and then reorder it. And I'm like, what?
No,
was
see,
like-
that's a bunch of BS. But
That's what. And then he tried to blame Amazon. He said, "Well, you need to ask Amazon. They have our stock there, and they're just not releasing it." And I was like, "What?"
that sounds weird. Totally a ploy.
You know. And then I was like, "Why am I gonna want to reorder when you couldn't get me the damn product in the first place?" I was like, "Just cancel the whole damn thing." And
So
then,
when I ordered my Inspire 3
yeah.
from Temu, when I ordered my Inspire 3 from Temu, they actually sent me something else. I have no idea. It doesn't even look like this. And they're like, no, we sent you the order. And I was like, no, you did not send me the order. You sent me something else. And I took pictures and I shared in every single thing I had. And they're like, oh. And then they reissued a second shipment with these ones, the Inspire 3s.
Yeah.
Like replicas.
Yeah. Those are cool, though. Those are really cool. I like those. I have to admit.
I mean, I shared that video of you guys that some office mate was flying
yeah.
for the first time ever.
And then for a toy drone, it has leveled.
This does not. This actually, it's got a sensor on the bottom, which is actually pretty cool.
Optical flow, sweet.
Yeah, exactly. Like kind of like a Tello, but
Yep.
better than Tello. It actually flew better than Tello.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't do any tricks with it, but
Good.
I mean, for $40, whatever.
Yeah.
So, one thing, Caleb, we were talking about processing, right? So this is drone deploy. This is actually a process of M30T with combo imagery on the right-hand side, so that the thermal is higher accuracy. And then I use drone deploy. Then just did the RGB on the left-hand side, and I can actually slide between these two and do a manual count. And so this guy right here, let's see if you can see here, but if you look, there's a question of whether or not it's actually alive. And if I zoom, I think my dot is actually right on it. Yeah, I can't zoom in anymore, but there's actually a red spot right there, so we're pretty sure this one was actually dead. And if you look right here, we're pretty sure that seal had moved locations.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that's
that
why
one definitely looks dead.
count. Yeah, doing a double count makes sense.
Yep.
And this was just a testing for us. And
That's super cool, though.
But there was a lot of seals there, that's for sure.
Well, like I was asking earlier, do you all feel in this particular day and age, it's better to diversify, like you all have been discussing, for your particular business, or is it better to break into the business and only have one or two areas that you really do good at, and then expand later on?
I think unless you have a team or a very specific goal, that it is better and a lot easier to find a niche, because there are very big niches and it can be a little tough to break into it. But once you do, there's a lot of money.
I think that there's an intro to, like, if you're a real estate photographer already and adding it to your repertoire, then there's that. But at the same time, if you can do other stuff, or if you're in like doing a lot of video, or I know Caleb does a lot of FPV stuff, and these tours, as you will, you can totally do that and then expand off that a lot easier than you could if you're just doing a real estate shoot. And then there's the whole technical side that you could specialize in: thermal data collection, counting, photogrammetry, multispectral, gas sensing. There's so many sensors that you can put on these drones now, and some of them are specialized. I did get a call from like a community college or a re-education plan, and they're like, "Hey, they have this thing for drones." It's like, what kind of jobs are there in drones? I mean, what would you say, Caleb?
What kind of jobs?
Is there a drone pilot job?
Yeah.
Like, okay, somebody gets hurt running construction now. Now they're doing retraining. There's a drone pilot's license. Can they get a job from that?
Of course.
In doing what?
All sorts of stuff, just about anything.
But
I mean,
usually it's associated with another part of a job, right? So people are either a salesman, they're selling product, they're in construction, maybe they have a construction management degree, they can fly drones as part of their job, like doing construction monitoring. If they're working in agriculture, I know a lot of people are actually doing a field technician
Only
is their
5 minutes
position, but as part of a field technician, they fly the drone so that they can monitor the crops. But
It's only 5 minutes
I think
old.
Tesla drones, in even what I do, is really not. It's not full. I'm not full time out there flying. It's only a portion of what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same for me too, but we definitely have lots of people that are out there flying. we fly every job. But it is, I mean, basically everything Dale said is right. I think everything I said is also right. It kind of just depends on what your skill set is and what you're trying to do. Part of the reason that we do as much as we do is because we are kind of aiming for the long term. We are trying to become a much bigger company eventually. That is going to have people specializing in each section individually, running their own teams. Now, is that feasible for somebody just starting out? Not a chance in hell.
No.
And it took me and Archer quite a while to kind of grow to this point. We definitely didn't have all these services at the beginning. It does help that for me and Archer, we're very much two different sides of the same coin. So we have a lot of different skills between us that we've been able to either transfer to each other, learn to each other, or push into other avenues. So that actually helped a lot. I was able to sit back and learn a lot more about the processing side that I didn't understand when I needed to, because Archer could take over the other side of the business, or I already knew a lot about it. I just didn't quite know the specific programs and things like that. So, I mean, it's you can go either way, but are you going to go buy an $8,000 thermal drone and an $8,000 microscopy drone and an $8,000 Mavic 3 Cine so that you can do all three of those different jobs whenever they come up, but also have to deal with it? Or are you just going to buy the best of one of those drones and nail that section and make a bunch of money?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So,
I mean, I know a lot of
think
people
your
buy,
first-
they're on the Inspire 2 and they're flying the X7 and they're just they're killing it with in the Cine's scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Inspire 2 doesn't do a thermal inspection. So he can't pivot that way.
Yeah. And to be honest, a lot of what we, not a lot, but a nice little small portion of our business actually comes from the fact that we do all of our editing in-house. So
Fair.
there's a lot of people that don't want this footage because they don't know how to deal with it.
Right. If they just
And-
asked for raw footage, it'd be a bunch of, junk, really.
Mhm.
But you can edit it into a nice commercial.
Yeah, we can do commercial social media reels, and we have the capability to do it very specifically, which is one of those things that I think gets lost with a lot of the like, and this isn't any sort of diss on anybody like say Angel, but I can make a 5,000 hit TikTok reel and I used one app to just stick it together. Like, that doesn't work so much when the owner of this $400,000 company is like, well, I kind of want you to put this in here this way. Yeah, you get kind of screwed with those AI apps on that. So that
How much
kind
did you make on that TikTok? What was it?
Me? What are you talking about?
Your reels. I think you commented you were making money on your reels, and
Yeah.
I'm making a little bit of money on some reels too. I'm not going to discount that, but it's not like any.
No, it's not.
I'm
It's
not paying
nothing.
my rent.
Oh my God, I have TikTok short envy. I'm not making jack shit on my reel.
I'm not doing TikTok either. I did just Facebook reels.
I don't make it on Facebook either.
I gotta get some reels.
A what?
Get some
I gotta
reels.
get some reels.
That's another T-shirt, man. Ron, you keep coming up
Get
with them
some
every
reels.
week.
some reels. That is a good one.
Get some reels, man.
I
It
gotta
has
get-
actually been
I
hard
just-
because I've tried playing with a bunch of those apps and they just don't have my touch on them. So I can't. I hate them. It just doesn't feel right. They do good jobs, but it just doesn't feel right.
I know a few people who they're not doing it. They're not using TikTok or they're not using AI to do their reels. They're manually will sit there and put like 3 or 4 hours into a reel with nice text and bubbles, and they're well done. One guy's doing real estate. He used to work for Autel. Now he's doing real estate reels and selling real estate, and he actually does a pretty darn good job of doing those edits. Get some reels.
Get some reels.
RTB 12424.
We've been working with our new editor to basically make some like pre-made templates so that he can just drop
Plug
a few
in
things
stuff.
in and drop a few things in, and basically we have our own reels at that point.
If there was something like Canva that was as easy to make videos that way, that'd be awesome. And maybe Canva can do it, and I just haven't used it that much. But I use
once we
Canva
have
for our
templates-
social media posts because it's super easy. Just drop a few things in there, add some text,
He's doing it again.
ask ChatGPT
Ron,
what
are
to
you going
write.
to Hogwarts?
It sounds like something's still running here, but I think I got everything off.
I don't know, but every now and again you just go invisible on it.
Yeah, I
just
think I got all the
disappear,
devices
man.
turned on. It still feels like a fan going. It sounds like a fan going.
Oh, okay.
Probably the computer.
I just was gonna say, guys, every now and again you just when you turn to the side, you just kind of disappear. I was gonna say, Ron, eat some food, son. Your paper thin.
Yeah, it's all just check photography, folks. I'm still here with you.
Yeah.
But the good news is I do have a lot. I do have a lot of controllers updated, so I'm getting stuff done tonight.
I haven't updated any controllers. I need to. The thing about it is we've had little days of really killer days, bright sunshine and stuff like that, and I don't know. I can't make myself go and do it. But anyway, on a more positive.
Where's Chuck? I got my mic 2 here for Chuck.
Chuck's flying.
He told me to get the mic 2. I got it.
Chuck's flying. Nothing against
In a
you,
little
Angel. Wait a
shaving
minute.
kit. It came in a little shaving kit.
He's talking about what Caleb said earlier.
Yeah.
I'll do the unbagging here. Yeah.
There you go. Ooh, we're gonna do it. Oh, everybody's got. It's the dueling mic 2s.
And a little release thing here.
Did you see that Dale just opened his and closed his above your head?
He did. Yeah, I saw.
Oh, okay.
I gotta
still
get a better
I
reel.
only got the mic 1.
I don't have any of those. I've got the mic 2 that comes with the Pocket 3. I don't see a reason that I need another mic right now. It'd be difficult for me to get somebody else to talk to me for more.
I said that last week, but Chuck told me I was all wrong that I had to get the mic 2 kit. and
Chuck
then he doesn't show
approved.
up.
Chuck approved.
Yeah, it's a check approved
It,
device.
I mean, I haven't put it to use yet. I'll be frank on that, but I think it's going to be a good addition because previously I'd use like some USB-C mic adaptions to camera, and they last 2 hours, and they're just not that good. And so now I have this, and they get 6 hours of runtime per mic. And if I need two mics, I got two mics. If I need to do one and then charge it and then put it back on somebody or swap it out, I think that's going to be a good addition.
TikTok hole.
Definitely.
What's a TikTok hole?
I don't do TikTok, just so you know, Bill.
Huh?
I don't do TikTok.
I'll look at TikTok because I like watching, what is his name? Amari Gilshaw, who makes
You
all
have
the
the app
chocolate shit.
installed.
Who makes all the chocolate shit.
Do you
Yes.
have the app?
Yes, I do.
Okay, see. I won't even install the app.
Okay. Well, do you have the Temu app installed?
No. I did an online order, and they're like, "Hey, if you buy these rings on the app, then you can save like
Don't download
$6
it.
off the ring, and it's only going to cost you 49 cents per ring." And I'm like, "No, I'm not going to install it."
Don't download it, otherwise you'll be getting text messages all day.
Oh,
Are you speaking from experience, Angel?
Yes.
and then you become a Facebook user the next day.
Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No,
Don't do it.
That's another T-shirt. Don't do it.
Just upload it.
Just don't do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, John, you're not late. We're just strange, like always. We're kind of sputtering along.
Well, we're very commercialized tonight.
Yes, we're very commercialized.
So,
Now,
Ron
Dale,
H.
if somebody came to you and said, they want to be some kind of a commercial drone pilot, but they wanted to know the easiest, quickest way to get in. Right? What's the easiest path into being a commercial drone pilot without spending all that money that you guys talked about a few minutes
Real
ago.
estate, I would think.
add it to your job that you have already.
Yeah.
Okay. What if you kind of don't really have a gig right now?
If you're like just floating around,
If you're retired.
Semi-retired.
depends on where you retired from. If you're law enforcement, EMT, fire departments, things
Hedge
like that,
funds. Hedge
you can
funds.
kind of consult on a certain aspect
Okay.
from there.
How about a hedge fund drone pilot?
Hedge fund?
Yeah. Oh, Ken's here.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, the hedge fund people, they're checking out all the other businesses or properties or whatever. No, yeah, again, Dale is kind of right here. Essentially, there's so many drone jobs that just figure out what you already know and incorporate from there.
Okay, here's another key question, Kel. There's so many drone jobs available. Are they all posted someplace, or do you have to go hunt them out?
Oh, I actually went looking for a bunch of drone jobs today just because I was trying to find out what there was out in the market. You can go work as a repair technician for a hotel for about $40,000 a year plus benefits.
Okay.
So minimum wage.
That's one.
That's $21 an hour.
I got an invitation from Amazon the other day for $33 an hour.
There's Amazon pilots ones right now. There's actually quite a few Amazon pilots in the area. Those start off at between $100,000 and $130,000 a year to DOE.
Okay.
So the short answer is both. They do get posted, but also just calling different drone companies.
Right now, there was almost nothing on Indeed or LinkedIn.
Was that
there
me
were
or
very
him?
few.
I don't know if it was me or him.
Out.
There was like a delay for a second. Like an
Are you
internet
glitching?
delay. It may have been me.
Hey, so this is Bill. I
Oh.
got to share here. This was actually a Mavic 3 Enterprise with an oblique mission, which means it flies this area 5 times in different angles to create a 3D image. It was actually kind of pretty cool. This is a spillway over at Lake Cushman. And they were looking to find out like what they could see in terms of the like in the spillway here, like if there's any broken concrete or what other things that could be a problem.
So
Now,
basically, you're saying you can't just break straight into the drone field anymore. You need to add it to some present ability that you have and sell it as a package.
I think so.
That makes sense.
So, I mean, all these softwares too, whether you're doing this 3D remodeling or modeling with Drone Deploy or Pix4D or Agasoft or Autel or Terra, there's a whole different bunch of different ones out there. They all cost money. Even Skydio. I mean, you're looking at $3,000 to $5,000 a year to have the software to process. Bentley is another one. Bentley is kind of in with all the big municipalities, and so you basically end up collecting the data and providing them with the raw data, and then they process it themselves sometimes on.
I want to highlight what Ken's saying here. Anybody curious what Ron looks like with his glasses off? But I'm going to say, Ken, you weren't here earlier. Ron disappeared twice live on camera. He has to turn
and
sideways.
made it back.
Yeah, he turns sideways and then he just disappears. That's what I want to know.
Do the magic trick, Ron. Turn sideways.
I don't know. It won't do it. It's not doing it now. Oh, it's trying. It's trying. Oh, no. There he goes. Hey! Poof. Invisiron.
I'm back. And if Ken wanted to see me without my glasses, get in the time tunnel and go back to, I don't know, like before I was 16, I didn't wear glasses.
Or you have him as a guest only, so if he comes on and takes his glasses off for 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Ken, if you pop in the show tonight, I'll take them off.
No. He doesn't have to come in here because he might be on his Android phone again. And we all know that Evie Mux doesn't work on Android phone.
Oh, he is okay. He has trouble with Android.
I'd say he's getting this. Are you off tomorrow night? Or are you just you're listening to our strangeness? Chris, what's up?
Uh-oh, somebody's calling.
That's my ride.
Ken calling.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue. What were y'all talking about? Oh, Chris, hello.
Well, we were kind of winding down on
the commercialization
commercial jobs, and they're kind of there are a lot of them out there, but they're not always easy to find, and you got to have some ins like firemen, policemen, things like that.
Who can't use DJI products anymore? Who have to use
only in certain states.
Well, yeah, only in certain states. But, okay, I thought as a result, no federal agencies can use them now. So like Caleb was saying, if you wanted to do a federal job, you would need that Japanese drone probably.
Right. And what kind of jobs are different, Dale, federal and state or whatever? How do those jobs differ as far as anything? The size of the job, the complexity of the job, whatever parameters stands out.
The equipment used, the actually deliverable.
They want a different kind of deliverable for the feds?
Maybe they want raw data. Maybe they want something processed. If the feds will want certain hardware, but if you think about, prevailing wage jobs, that's kind of where it's at, right? So you go from there.
Gotcha. Hey, let's swing it, Bill. Can I swing this commercialization kind of around the other direction? Okay. What about stock photography and stock video? Is there money to be made in posting a lot of we'll say stock video and stock pictures? I think the video makes more money, posting a stock video. Have you ever tried it? Do you know anybody that makes?
I've done it, but I know a number of
money
people
going stock.
Caleb, have you done anything like that?
No, we haven't. Kind of the same boat as you. We know some people that have, and essentially, from what we've understood, it can be a thing, but it's a very, very random source of income, and you never really know when somebody's going to hit your stuff. You could not sell anything for 2 months, or you could sell a 30-second or 3-second couch clip for $400. But also, you need to be putting out a lot of stock footage
Yeah.
because you never know what somebody's going to need. So you need to be out there every day. Now, today I'm shooting cars. Tomorrow I'm shooting boats. The next day I'm shooting trees. The day after that I'm shooting cities and couches and chairs and people and bicycles and every single thing you could ever think of. And you need to upload every single one of those as a clip. And it's a lot of work.
And there's a whole bunch of different sites that do this for stock.
And for
Lots of
professional work, you all don't you really use like Pocket 3s or anything, do you? You would use a better camera.
Well,
Yes.
what I know about stock photography, it's not really the camera. People sell stock photography phone pictures and phone video all the way up to using expensive gear. The gear doesn't guarantee more sales.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's the eye. You got to have that photographer's eye because it needs to look right. That's what they're looking for when they go and see it, right? Now, sometimes that does mean that it does need to be higher quality. You're not going to be selling phone videos to National Geographic or Disney.
So somebody's got a whale spouting out water with a drone flying over the top. How many shots are there of that?
Right.
Mhm.
Or even collecting garbage out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. There's only a handful of photos of that.
Right. So if you,
Yeah.
right. Obviously, if you get a unique shot, you could do better than posting the same shot that has a million submissions already. Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm way behind again.
That being
I mean,
said,
if you
though,
did like a, antique car fest, and you maybe get one cream of the crop photo out of that when you did a whole thing of it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, one of the guys that I talked to, he basically just makes tons and tons and tons of really short clips, but he uses incredibly high quality camera gear. So every clip is very pretty and perfectly done. But he prices his stuff incredibly high too, because he's not looking to sell it to people that are like making random little things. He's looking for people like Disney and Marvel and things like that who just need little quick shots. And yeah, I mean, Disney will pay you $2,000 for a 5-second clip just because, we don't want to deal with it. Wink.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, how do you get them to see you, right? Or know what they're going to need? So it is a market. It's just tough. Most of the people that I've talked to that do use it say that it's kind of just a supplemental thing they do. They just upload everything to the side as well.
What do you call that? Passive income. You upload 100,000
income,
clips
yeah.
and whatever. You never know when that money's going to come in, but over the course of a year, it's like a passive income. Once you upload it, you don't have any more work to be done there.
Okay,
I mean,
Chris wants you to
Looks
go
like a
back
reel.
and talk about the update, Ron.
Oh, I got Ken Heron calling in.
Tell Ken he should be on here.
Ken
Ken's
Heron,
been
we
on
got
there.
you. Hold on, I'm gonna get you on speaker here.
He wants to see you on.
Can everybody hear Ken?
Hello, testing 1 2. Hello.
You're on
Yes.
there. You're on the air, Ken.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, you're full screen. Take those glasses off. Let's see what you look like.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Beautiful blue eyes.
Everybody screenshot.
Yeah,
What a gorgeous! You're hiding those peepers up this whole time. You look 30 years younger, Ron.
Oh, well, thank you, Ken. Should I get contact lenses or whatever? And
Absolutely, yes.
well, the good news is I'm at the age where I should get cataracts soon. And when you get cataracts now, they put those lenses in so you don't need glasses anymore.
they just give you new
Oh,
eyes.
yeah.
And I'm right. I'm
Get
right
all
at that
that.
age.
Yeah, you look like Charles Nelson Riley with the glasses on.
Can I go in Hollywood Square again, or?
Give me a center square, Paulin. All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
If you ever need me to take glasses off, just give me a call again.
I'll do it, bud. Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
That was cool. See you, man. That was kind of cool. Oh God, I'm 6 minutes.
Was that our first call-in guest?
Yeah, no, maybe. Yeah, I think so. With this particular ensemble.
Now, Bill, you should do a what did we talk about a few months ago when that term when you try to get extra people watching by putting a fishy title up.
Clickbait.
You should do a clickbait title for this show. Drone Therapy, starring Ken Heron.
I should do that like for the recording and upload the recording.
Yeah. Put featuring Ken Heron.
No, guest appearance by the voice of Ken Herring.
Call it the clickbait episode.
Yeah, the voice of Ken Herring.
Yes.
Appearing
So
tonight
Ron,
only.
if you're expecting to have cataract surgery here pretty soon, you must be about what, 30?
Times two.
I say that only because my daughter is expected to have cataracts by the time she's 30 as a cancer
Yeah, I mean,
survivor.
again, I know a lot of people,
We're just rambling now,
did have
Chris,
it young
anyway.
or whatever, and I know a lot of people have diabetes get it young, but I mean, basically, if you're kind of a healthy, if you don't have anything else going on, usually you can make it to somewhere in your 60s before
Yeah.
they go
Look what
bad.
John said. Ken here, first time caller, long time listener.
Listener, yeah, cool.
Yeah, that was cool. He'll probably is he on tomorrow night? Wait a minute, I failed to
We
understand.
never did get that answer, did we?
How few people live in Tornado Alley in the Gulf States can't find work, and that's true. It's very true. That's true. I guess it's it might take a certain kind of person wanting to go out and look for that. I guess maybe.
Well, there you go.
I approve this
We
message.
should have got Dre on the show tonight to talk about commercial.
Wait a minute.
drone
Dale
opportunities.
said, well, Tom was coming. I thought Tom was coming. He had asked to join us tonight. I had sent him a link. I don't know if maybe he couldn't connect or something didn't work
A lot
out
of people
there.
have that connection issue.
So I didn't get a message back from him or anything. So and we all tend to like to talk a lot, and sometimes if somebody's really on a roll, they'll start talking like this. If somebody else starts talking,
No, some people like to talk more than others.
oh, I didn't say Mina.
Angel had a co-host with him for a few seconds.
Yeah, I didn't say no that Mina
Hey
was.
guys, say hi to Mina.
Hello.
Say hi to Mina.
Hello.
Hi.
You got a
Oh,
coat
well,
on.
we've had two firsts tonight.
Angel, turn the heat up there. That girl's got her coat on.
She's about to leave. She's about to
Okay.
leave to go to a play. So
Oh, okay, cool.
Are you
I
getting
just
ready
had
to
to
go
get
to
her
a play?
ready.
Do you need to leave to go to a play?
she is going to a play.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you needed to go or not.
Is it a play we
She's
know?
getting ready for that.
Is it a famous play?
A middle school production of Matilda.
Oh, okay.
Oh, very cool.
I'm Ken Herron. I approve this message.
Okay, Ron. Chris had a request. He was wanting you to discuss the app update that you were talking about earlier. He said he could go back, but since we're kind of rambling anyway, we're into cataracts now. We might as well go ahead and you can kind of throw back over it quickly for me.
I mean, the all I can tell you is the DJI Fly app got an update. When I got this morning, it was there on my phone in the updated app section. So I updated on the phone, and then I had a busy day and never got around to it until we started the show. But one of the things it said it did was, it made a bigger. It's called Zoom the font. It made the font bigger. And I have the notes right here. Let me get you the exact show notes.
Ron's gonna make a video, folks.
For what it said. I don't know if there's enough there for a video, but hold on.
Hey,
It
put
said,
as much.
adds a display zoom setting that supports larger text display, enabling clearer presentation of critical flight information. I could see the enlarged fonts and stuff. It introduces before you fly section that provides information on flight compliance requirements and important considerations for drone flights at different locations. Now, we were sitting here. I tried to put my location in, but it didn't give me any information. I don't know if I was doing something
It'll
wrong.
tell you you're not in a free zone. And
I'm
having all your shit with
in
you.
a Class
all
G
ready.
zone. And it said it adds support for something here. Hold on. Add support for searching information on product usage, tutorial videos, and flight guides for specific areas. And sorry, this keeps getting in my way here for some reason. That's about it. It has I showed you. I think it has an area for in-app after-sales service right on the main screen. So it looks cool. You know what I mean? But that where you fly thing didn't seem to work very well for me. But it was probably all user error.
Yeah, we're all old enough to know who Charles Nelson Riley is. Wait a minute,
we
Caleb's borderline.
We got our first super chat there.
Caleb's like, Caleb knows. Caleb knows
Hey,
who Charles
we
Nelson
spent
Riley
$1
is.
tonight.
Yes, that's what I said. He contributed to our
We shot
zany.
$1.
Oh, I hear. Is that an Inspire drone?
Wait.
I think this is the first time we've ever had Inspire fly on the show.
In optical flow mode.
Yes. Now, Dale, does that have the same 8K camera as the full size Inspire 3?
Is it what?
Have the same 8K camera as the other Inspire 3?
Sure.
Oh, that was him. I was like, what?
At Ken Herron's Boardwalk Meetup, Dale, I got to see an M300 in flight. It was very impressive.
That's the N300 is a beast.
Yeah, and Ken got to fly it.
Flies just like every other DJI drone.
Huh.
Uh-oh.
And the owner of the drone, whose name escapes me, he shows a zoom on it. He did not even have to fly the drone down the boardwalk. He could just zoom into the end.
Yeah, I mean, if it's got like the H20 on it or H20T, absolutely insane. So
Yeah.
Autel, they said that their Alpha, I think it's Alpha, is coming out or whatever, and that's got like a what did they say?
meet up.
Way big zoom. Let's just put it that
Oh,
way.
hey, Timu!
Hey, download the app, Ken. Angel recommends downloading the app.
Oh God, Angel's not here. Angel's not here. You're throwing him under the bus.
Angel, yeah.
He ordered it online from Timu.
Angel
Not
wanted to download the
using the
Timu
app.
app
Guys,
real
I
fast.
hear you. I hear you. Don't worry. I still got you on.
They sent me that the second time though. They didn't send it the first time.
Yeah, he had to.
Now,
Gotta get that Timu,
what
baby.
kind of deal can you get on that Inspire 3, Dale?
I don't know, man.
40,000.
No idea.
No, I
How
mean
long
your
is
little
it?
one. How much is your little one?
40,000.
What did this cost?
Yes.
Like $45.
Okay. So you took the zeros off the end.
Yeah, it's not $17,000.
What the?
Is that 45 shipped?
You know, it's got that gimbal too.
Yeah, I see it has a 3-axis gimbal in it.
It's super funny though. I mean, it looks just like that Inspire 3.
Was that legal?
This is my commercial drone here.
Designed so closely.
And the battery is
Does it have 2 batteries for redundancy?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
That's a big battery for that little guy.
Yeah. It, like you said,
It
tell her.
charges by micro USB-C right there.
Okay.
It's kind of
At least it's
interesting that way.
Okay. At least it's not the old. What's the old one? Oh, you got a nice controller.
Oh, yeah. Ken wants one now. Wait a minute. Let's see. Wait a minute. I'll actually go to the site. Let's see.
Ship Ken one.
No,
You're
I'm
gonna get
gonna-
demonetized now, Bill.
What?
Just don't play the video
Oh,
because they'll demonetize you. Remember?
they demonetized me for like 3. Well,
Hey, we don't want to lose our $5. We don't want to lose our $1 for the
I
show.
don't. I
Well,
don't think
they'll
that,
demonetize you just because you had Ken on talking on the phone.
yeah, exactly. Mini Inspired Timu. I'm just trying to see if I can find it.
They didn't call it Mini Inspire, but
I know, but it's going to be here somewhere. Oh, there's pictures of it. I'm shopping. Oh, there's one. It's $37.98.
On sale.
must be on sale. Yeah.
I think it might be out of stock. It says free delivery by. Let's see, free delivery by February
by
8th.
July.
No, it says by February 8th. You can do. Oh wait a minute. If we're gonna, here we go. I'll do the whole full. It's 52 with the 720p. Let's do this.
720p.
Hang on. Oh, Caleb's got something. Was that Caleb? Yeah. Let me do Caleb's thing first.
Okay.
And then I'll put the team up here. Yeah, I will put the link in the chat. I'm doing that right now.
Oh yeah,
It's like 90 miles long.
This is the carnation farm that we're always at, but we've got a fairly high model of it now, high quality model. So they're taking this farm and it's got a racetrack, and you can kind of tell it starts here and it goes around and goes all the way around the farm, through all here and stiff, and comes out back around the other side. And he's using this scan to turn it into a video game in Unreal Engine.
Oh wow.
Mm.
So it's a pretty rad. I mean, the Mavic 3 does a pretty good job at Enterprise.
It does.
Come on, go.
And he didn't ask for a super crazy scan, so I think we did this from like 250 feet. Obviously, we could have got a little closer to get some extra detail, but it's still not bad.
What did you process this in?
Metashape.
Okay.
The link is like 90. What's the best link shortener for free? Because Bitly wants you to sign up. Yeah, well, the link from Temu is like 90 miles long.
Wow.
Let me see if I can find another one similar to that.
The new Alpha Octal Robotics Alpha L was the L35T, 35 times optical zoom, 560 hybrid zoom.
I'm like looking at the screen, trying to see if I can find other
With a
copies.
13 millimeter and a 45 millimeter IR camera.
Wow.
No, it's just not here otherwise. It's just this one page.
And you
Like
got
I
the Altel product, Dale?
Yeah, the new Alpha. So
Is that available in the U.S.?
it's brand. I mean, they just announced it. I mean, they just like said it's in the U.S. today. So
Yeah.
this is still like a kind of a demo unit,
Yeah.
but that's pretty intense.
Here we go.
There it is. But I can't. The link is like 90 miles long, man.
Well, hey, I have to deal with it, Bill.
Well, I can't put a link of it in our chat. Is what I'm
Hey,
trying
look
to.
at the Flyward combo. You look like you get 4 batteries there.
Yeah, look at the in there for $52.48, and you can pay in 4 installments of $13.12 each.
Yeah.
You get.
I really need
That's
these
the one I got
on
with
a
the bigger
$52 drone.
with extra batteries.
You got the 720p dual camera.
Supposedly,
Looks like you get a case down there,
supposedly.
Bill.
Supposedly. What, Ron?
Looks like a case included.
Oh, here pro level alloy textured.
A
body.
pro level.
Ooh, the XD1 Pro drone.
The pro drone.
With an HD camera. Powerful dual.
just so you know what kind of quality stuff you're getting, Bill.
Yeah.
This is the box that it came in.
Let me go back and shrink this down.
Let's see.
Hang on, I'm getting it back.
It says you can do big work with it.
Oh, who is this one? This is okay. Oh no, that's
the Alpha.
Is that the advanced model?
So,
Good God, really?
see, this is how the retail box came. You know,
That's a big old box.
Yeah, it's a big box.
It's a big box.
I did
That was the
buy
Alpha
3.
he was talking about a minute ago.
I did buy 3 of them.
Cool.
Did you get a deal for buying extras?
Oh, did you get the Avic 3 Pro? Is that what you put in?
No,
you got it
that's the one. That's the Avic 3 Pro is the top link.
Okay. But it's the Inspire model, right?
No. The one above is the Mavic 3 Pro lookalike, and the
No,
bottom
they have
link,
Mavic
which
3
is what you
also?
clicked, was the Inspire 3.
Okay, cool.
Just make sure you click on the 720 dual camera 4 batteries.
Yeah, for $53 now. I think you got it for 40, wasn't it, Dale?
45, I think.
Yeah, Christmas deal.
They change that at all times. You know.
He took care of it.
Well, Bill, at these prices, why not get the Mavic 3 and the Inspire 3?
Wait a minute. Is that what they actually called it? Tinspire?
No, I'm calling it the Tinspire.
The Tinspire 3?
I like that
Tino
better.
Inspire
I like
3.
the Inspire better.
I'm sorry. That was kind of neat.
Show that Mavic 3, baby. Show that Mavic 3 Pro.
Yeah, I want to see the Mavic 3 Pro.
No, what?
Go back.
That
What
price
was
keeps
it?
going up and down.
The
With 3
Avic.
cameras.
Oh,
Go back to this
no.
Alpha.
Oh, it's being a bitch. It's like complete the security verification that you're not a
Probably
bot.
killed the website. With
Oh,
all
I
these-
failed. I failed.
Go back to the Alpha, Bill, for a second. This camera picture.
Oh, validation successful. It's letting me see the What the hell is that? It's like Tron, man. Okay. Go back to the
Tron.
alpha. Alpha.
Alpha.
So if you look at that, so there's a 13 millimeter and a 45 millimeter thermal camera on that.
Okay.
Plus the um, zoom.
What is green dots?
Well, that's I think those are the laser rangefinder.
Okay.
And then there's optical, and then this is a zoom. So this is the 500 and whatever size, and that's the 35 millimeter.
Okay.
That's pretty intense.
Heck of a payload.
Yeah, so it said 35 optical with 560 hybrid zoom, plus the 13 and 45 IR, laser rangefinder, interchangeable payloads, IP55 rating. That's pretty good.
Good. Waterproof.
Hey.
Water resistant.
Dang, most phones are 56, which means you can drop them in the toilet.
Right. So Dale, if you got a drone like this, what kind of commercial work could you do with this drone?
Totally an inspection. You would
Okay.
do like an
There it is,
inspection.
Angel. The fake.
That's the
That's one of
the
the
Avic.
the
The
Avic
Avic.
3.
Avic 3.
The Avic 3 Pros. That's one of the models. There's a more expensive one that is probably going to be the inspiration for the Mavic 5.
Look, it really does have 3 cameras on it.
Let's see.
Maybe. It might be just
Carbon
stickers.
fiber. Color. Carbon fiber color. I forgot. Need to clarify there. Color. Carbon fiber color. Ooh.
Nice case.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sexy, man.
Ooh. Make sure. I can remember though, like 5 years ago, I would have thought, ooh, that's kind of a cool toy, you know? And I would have said, wow, you know? But it probably would have been $12 or something. But anyway, I go back in time and can't do that anymore. Next. Anything?
I'm going to get running here. We're almost at the 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
I have a pretty busy day. My eyes are getting a little heavy.
Well, especially since you took them off and showed Ken Heron.
Yeah,
he tipped us $5.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
So
All right.
One of these days, I'll be not wearing glasses when I get my cataract surgery.
Well, I'm hoping to get my other stuff taken care of first, and then maybe I'll get cataract surgery, but early.
There are 15 pieces of back.
Yeah, and I want bionic eyes. I wonder what bionic eyes would be like now.
The man with bionic eyes.
Dale, we forgot our streaming recommendation for this week.
I'll stay for that, and then I'm leaving.
Jury Duty.
Oh,
And which streaming platforms it on?
it's on Prime.
On Prime, yeah.
I'm on Prime.
Yeah,
James,
if you have not watched Jury Duty,
I
it's on Prime. It's a little mini series. I think it's 7-8 episodes.
17.
7 or 8.
Basically, the basis of the story is there's a guy who gets called for jury duty. He shows up and he says, "Hey, we're actually recording this, for posterity's sake or whatever, to show what it is." So the producer gets him to sign off on it. He's the only person who's actually called for jury duty. Everybody else is an actor.
Okay.
So you have this whole thing. I mean, the bailiff, the judge, everybody's an actor in the same, except for the one guy. And so they record this whole thing, and everything that happens in this movie, or in the series, there's the guy is not, this doesn't happen in jury duty.
No, it's
They
hilarious.
go to the bar, they go get hotel rooms and shared rooms. That's the best.
And the old
part.
lady's passing out, and he's going, and the other kid's going, "Oh, well, I can get you methamphetamine and cocaine." And everybody's like, "What?"
I mean, they reference Family Guy and how to get out of jury duty.
Jim Carrey's the main actor, right?
No,
it's
James Marsden.
James Marsden, the Hedgehog.
You said it was called The Truman Duty?
No, it's James Marsden. Remember the guy that voiced the Sonic? His name's James Marsden. It's so funny too because he's like, well, I don't. Well, nah. Just go check it out. You need to watch it. It's
well, I'm going to run right downstairs and look for it on my my Apple TV
Prime,
box.
on your
So
Prime,
thanks for the
on your
So
Prime.
luckily, I got excused from jury duty earlier this month, and then on Monday I got excused
Right.
from a murder trial.
Ah, yep. All right,
Which
and Ron
I'm okay
is
with being excused from a murder trial.
yeah. That is definitely something I wouldn't mind being excused from as well. So, has anybody been? I know Caleb's been doing some. We're at that point, so we're trying to brainstorm for what idea might be good for next week's show. And see, next week's show is going to be on the 31st. So, probably a good time to do. We haven't done a support your local drone channel in forever. So, like, if you all are watching
It's a new
any
year.
new, huh?
It's a new year.
Yeah, exactly. It's a new year. So anybody that's watching still, we have 21 still watching, that has been watching a new channel, a new drone channel, a smaller channel with not a whole lot of subscribers to it. I will go look for some myself. Any of the people here, Ron is welcome to as well. All the guys in the chat that we hang out with. And we'll just put it together and we'll try to get at least 10, maybe 15, and we'll highlight those channels next week, and we'll actually give our opinions on what we think the banners like, what we think their intros are like, and everything like that, and kind of give them a free airtime, I guess you would say, similar to what Matt used to do, but I called it support your local drone channel. So that's what we'll do next week.
Maybe one show we can do the illicit drone footage.
The illicit drone footage. Well, I don't have any of that, so
Footage.
we'll be depending upon Caleb's rack server for that footage.
We gotta find some somewhere from somebody to
Orbits.
rely on.
Hang on, let me write that down, Ken.
We all fly legally.
And don't forget.
Oh, Angel's got lots of it. I heard.
Don't forget, get some reels. Get some reels. And Ken sang Orbits FPV.
That's actually a really funny shirt idea, Bill. So
It was Ron. But the thing about we do this, like I've stopped writing them down because we'll come up with something unique. It seems like each show. So I'm like, So
All right.
next week, what? All right. Wait a minute. What's
I got some nice shirts made with our logo on it.
Oh,
I'm trying to make you big, but let me try to do this. Well, let me do this. There we go.
This is our trade show shirt. Something like this.
Oh, very cool.
With a flag on the back
Mhm.
and a bunch of Chinese drones all over it. Actually, I put. Let's see. Can't even find them now.
Yeah, they're there. There's the Mavic. What is it?
I got some other stuff on it too, besides Chinese. There's a Inspired Flight 800. I think might be an Autel one there on the other side. The Max 3T. But I put a number of different drones on it. I figured having something different for a trade show would be kind of fun than just a standard like polo.
For sure. Okay, let's see. I'm writing a couple of these things down to look at. What's the weather supposed to be like next week? All rain, probably. I haven't looked.
We got another,
what
do they call that, atmospheric river coming through.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's what
Let's see
we're
if we're
apparently
gonna
going to be
float away.
into.
I'm looking at a 10-day forecast. Oh, showers, PM showers. Showers. Few showers, AM showers. Mostly cloudy, but it won't occur until next month.
Yep, time to pull out those tiny whoops.
4th, man. Wow. All right. Okay, I've been highlighting Dale this whole time. Everybody's been partying on this end over here. It is a cool shirt, isn't it? I thought it was cool myself. It is, yeah, and it's definitely different for a trade show. Where are you from? Washington? Well, that's kind of like one of them Jimmy Buffett shirts, ain't it?
Definitely not Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like rain, and more rain this next 2 weeks.
Yeah. It seems like it always hits us that way.
Forecasted for the next week.
But it looks like
but every day that it rained, I didn't plan jobs. It actually ended up sunny, so wonderful Washington weather. Mm-hmm. And every day it was sunny that I planned jobs, it actually rained. So
rains, right?
Or we'll have rain up until like 11 o'clock, and then all at once it just goes, poof. And it's like somebody went, okay, clouds part. You know, and then the rest of the day is gorgeous.
Or my favorite lately has been, it doesn't start raining until 2 p.m., but the fog doesn't lift until 11:30.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's true.
As
Night
much
is
as 3D
Jody.
modeling works well
See you
for
later, Jim.
fog.
So next week, like I said, if you can think of any, I've wrote down a couple of them. I wrote down the one that Ken told me about, and I wrote down Drone Ready so I can check out that channel. And we will try to get, well, like I said, 10 to 15 that we'll look at. Like I said, we'll check out their banner. We'll look at their icon stuff, kind of give a basic overview. I know that we're nobody to be critiquing it, but what the hell? At least if nothing else, we're going to show a couple of your videos and hopefully get some people come over there and sign up. So with that being said, I would say thank you very much, people. And we will see you next week. Live long and prosper.
Hey,
And
good
then